Alice in Borderland, one of our most enjoyable shows of last year, got solid like 8s and 7s from us, I believe.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And we all watched it subbed, I think, right? The first time around?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch it subbed again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't feel like dubbing live action stuff.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
No,
I'm against that.
Yeah,
Same.
ever since I watched like, the dark dub and all that, I was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore.
Ever since that, and I watched some of Squid Game dubbed, and I went,
Oh, yeah, no. I did not
was
watch
bad,
that.
bro.
I think I tried. I was like, no, I'm gonna watch this.
Dude,
because
the one chick who just sucked, bro. Like
Sick
her,
Pussy?
yes, dude, her fucking voice was terrible.
That's tough.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no more dubbing for us for the most part for live action shit. Anime's still pretty solid depending on the series.
Yeah, I'm back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm a sub guy all the way.
This season was highly anticipated. We were wondering how they're going to wrap it up because it seemed like it was only going to be 2 seasons long. What do these face cards mean? How are the games going to work? And I was really into it for a little while.
Yep.
Same.
I think the
Me
first
too.
few episodes, I was loving it. Everything.
Me, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
same.
They ended up bringing back On, and then some other characters from the first season. Usagi and Arizu are back as course. There was a team battle in the very first episode, or the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Which is the tag on the back game.
Yep.
No, sorry,
it
not
was,
tag on the back. This was the betting game, like the numbers game.
Yeah,
Who has
the
most on your
wristbands
wrist.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that game was fucking cool. I like that.
That game was sick.
The mental games and everything that came with it. I was like, oh, bro, I'm in. I liked most of those characters in there because it was Dreadhead. I don't know her name. Do you guys know her name?
Kuina?
I'll take your word for it. Dreadhead, Arizu, Usagi, Tata, and was there one more? Oh, it
was Vomit Man.
Iragi,
Yeah.
which is Burnt Face. Which
burnt face.
I had to figure out who he was. For the longest time, I was like, who are you? Because we
Same.
watched season 1 so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he made a comment, and I was like, I know exactly who you are now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said something about we're gonna, it was when he was gonna assault Usagi again. He was like, I'm gonna finish what we started. I'm like, oh, you're that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember now. How are you alive still?
That was ridiculous,
Literally,
bro.
yeah.
I mean, they brought a few dudes back that I'm like, how are you still alive?
Pretty much not even who they brought back. No one could die.
Dude, I have a complaint about that later. Don't get me wrong.
We all have a complaint about that.
My God, dude.
Yeah.
But that game was super dope. I think that was like a great opener. And I really liked the dude Kyoma.
Yeah, the main dude?
He was sick.
Yes.
He was awesome.
He was so cool. I
so
was like,
cool.
bro, I never thought I'd love a character who's completely naked like this.
You talking about Tsukasa?
Bro, basically, he was great, bro. And that whole team had like the mentality of like, we are all one. Like, we will move as one. We all are trying to succeed for the group to succeed, which was evident when they went down against the team and they all fucking rushed the dude, the keeper, and Tata had to pick who to kill.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to be like, oh, they won't touch you because the threat of death, but now they're coming and it's like, oh, who am I gonna attack? Am I gonna kill someone right now? And he did.
Yeah. I mean, I was confused at first why he didn't spin around and just tag everyone, and then I was like, oh yeah, you can only do one.
Well, no, because he was
right.
touching the post, so he
Yeah.
wasn't gonna go like.
I'm saying
Inactive.
spin around like a stripper would on the pole.
Well, yeah.
I was wondering if he could tag to and then the inactive thing or not, because like if he could like do a foot to someone and like a hand to someone else, like could he blow up 2
Yeah,
people?
exactly. That was my thought, and I don't think they explained that one in the rules, but I mean, it was pretty obvious that he couldn't.
Well, it seemed like he could because he was touching the post. Which
I think he could, and that's why like they yelled at him and said it's your fault kind of thing.
What a bum.
Yeah, they were like, why did you only kill one person? Kill 2. If you took out 2, we might have had a chance.
I mean, he took out 2. It was that one dude and then himself.
Yeah, dude, that was some dog activities. He was like, I'm gonna do this. Smack, like, again, so he dies from that. A lot of other characters took a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were tickets still, but he just smashed his whole shit in there. And Arizu was like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta help the team. And like, it's like, they did a flashback of the car. He dropped the car on someone's hand. So, like that was his retribution for everything, which, I mean, brother, that was like a while ago, dude. I think you're forgiven. It was an accident. You got to chop off your own hand. And I mean, yeah, that was sick, and that's how Enrique wins the game. But Enrique's plan before that was sick as fuck. The inactive shock to the dude to get them open and tag the thing. Oh man, that was such a sweet scene, and that was amazing. And just for it to be like the shattering of his brain, because usually he can always come with a plan to win the game and save everyone, and like that one he couldn't. He wasn't the one who did it. Yeah. You know? And so he like, you know, he went through that like existential crisis of that, and Usagi's like, stop being a bitch.
See, I have an opinion about chick with the dreads, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She might be the worst martial artist I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, why you say that?
Bro, she folded quick in that fight, bro. Like, she got fucked up. Like, she came in, slowest kick I've ever seen, and then just got dropped. Didn't really help too much in that fight.
She's not very consistent because later on she gets some crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Exactly.
I know.
And she's like struggled to fucking drop one dude. And then season 1 she fought Knife Guy, and they had like a super epic fight, and she smoked him, but she can't smoke like random people. And then I don't know, man. Doesn't seem very consistent.
I wrote something in episode 3.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
That I understand now why, but I said, honestly, with as popular as like Squid Game was, I'm surprised the show isn't more popular.
Right.
And then we got to the end of the season. I was like, oh yeah, that's fair.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, because when it's good, it's really fucking good. I will say that much.
Yeah.
Season 1 as a collective was super awesome. You know, a little confusing at times. Season 2, for I want to say that first 4 episodes or ish.
4.
I was locked in. I watched those first 4 episodes in a day.
Yeah.
And they're long episodes, you know. And I burnt through them in a row, and I was like, oh man, this is lit. And then the last 4, I dragged for me.
So it wasn't up until like 7 for me.
Really?
I thought 5 and 6 were both, because I think 5 and 6, one of those was the fairness game, right? With Chishuya.
Oh, the King of Diamonds.
That one was good. I like that shit,
dude. Anytime Cheshire got a game, bro, it was lit. The game before that was lit.
The Jack of Hearts was maybe my favorite game.
Is that the prison one?
Yeah,
that was in the jail
prison.
Dude, that was awesome.
And the way he knew, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you tried to switch up on this person and this person," and they got the dude. Then they put him in that room and started beating his ass.
Yep.
Oh my, dude, it was so good. And I don't know, Chichi is a dog because he switched up on that one dude for no reason, bro.
I will say the one chick is the worst red herring ever. Because like as soon as she came up, I was like, bro, nobody. I definitely do not think that you're the imposter here.
No, not at all.
Cult girl.
The one chick that like got everybody together in the dress that was like, nah, now we got to kill everybody. I'm like, bro, no, you're just trash. Like,
yeah, she's just a psycho.
Yeah.
She just really wants to control everything. Like that's kind of the vibes I got. I was like, she's too obvious. I knew from the start because they show the scene with the dude walking in and grabbing it and then going up the stairs. I'm like, okay, so it's either him or his partner is the Jack.
Yeah, my first note in episode 4 was it's the emo kid.
It was just like how is it the emo kid, and what's his plan?
Right, which was cool to find out later.
Chisuya was on his Light Yagami vibes.
Yeah, dude.
It gave me lots of light. Like this dude who's like emotionally detached, super smart, and super objective. Just a beast.
He's my favorite character in this entire show.
Oh, easily,
it's
bro.
Not close. And
it's not.
See, because he didn't make any lists last season or last year.
He didn't do much.
Exactly, but like this season, could get him on some lists potentially.
I could see it.
Not the show though, for what they did.
No, dude. Yeah, I'm so like mad.
Said,
I'm mad.
The first 4 I was in, and then after I want to say, I started losing myself when a Goonie showed up.
I was in 4,
dude.
You were in with it.
It was at the end of 4. Yeah, I was okay with it.
I was like, how are you alive?
Yeah.
In what world is this dude alive still? And I was trying to figure out because when Arizu got picked up by the chick, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be upset." I'm like, who is he? And I was like, oh, this is gonna be Chizuya or whatever. Like they're gonna reunite now because they've been separated for a while.
That's what I was thinking.
Aguni. I'm like, okay, why? First off, Aguni was like a super duper heel in season 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's the one who was trying to murder everyone as part of the witch hunt. Like, I didn't forget, motherfucker. It's just like they're trying to like redeem him. And the leg girl, she was cool. I actually fucked with her.
She wasn't bad. I wish that they didn't spend like 45 minutes giving us her backstory.
Yeah. I don't care too much about her backstory, but it makes sense to her character.
Yeah. I wanted it, bro, because like I needed to know what happened to the leg.
They could have shortened it a lot, though.
Could they have? Because it was solid. I liked it. It was like the show in the excruciating, because she was like this girl, super preppy, super da-da-da, but then she had to get that dog in her to survive.
It makes sense if they would have used her a little better.
She probably was supposed to be used a little bit more. And they were just like, lol, nah.
Yep.
Oh my god, bro. It's just... Aguni showed up, Usagi's running around, and then, Usagi and Arizu got separated. And that's after they were already beefing and shit. And I was just like, okay, they're separated, now what,
Well, then we got the montage.
We did get montages. And I'm like, why? Why don't you just show me these? Like, why do you have to, like, montage some of this shit? Because there were some games that got montaged I wanted to see. There was a dodgeball game that got montaged.
Yeah.
I needed to see that. I was like, that looks sick as fuck.
The rope climb one, I wanted to see because I was very confused.
The gym class? I was dude, they're just doing PE.
Hold on, because that was a clubs game, which is a team game, and they were trying to murder each other.
That's what I said. I'm a dog,
so I'm
bro.
like, why are they killing each other?
I would have been killing dudes. I was crazy at medic. Bro, my arm was a cannon at medic, bro. I was putting kids down. Hit this one little dude in his whole glasses in medic.
I definitely wanted to see the dodgeball, bro. I feel like if they... I get it. I get the whole tag thing and why they, amped that one up for fucking like 10 episodes. But I would have rather the dodgeball been that one,
Yeah, but Arizu wasn't in the dodgeball, so we can't show that one. Even though the two cool chicks were in that one.
I know, dude.
Dreadhead and An were in that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, those are ballers right there. Dogs. I will give this show credit, though. Lots of good female characters.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I respect that a lot.
There was a scene, I think, at like the final episodes where it was Arizu and then like 4 female characters. I was like, oh, I didn't realize how many female characters are dogs in this show.
Yeah, it's cool, man, because I feel like that's one of my big complaints is like, oh, cool, you inserted a female character for a good role and then didn't, expand on her character at all. In this, you have like 4 at least that are like really good characters.
Yes.
With good backgrounds and backstories.
Yeah, I respect it.
I appreciated the backstory of most of them.
That was super duper lit. Can we talk about how one leg chick tried to sexually assault Arizu?
Yep. We can talk about that.
Hey, yo, what was that, bro?
That was her mad at Agani for I don't know what, and then she tried to sexually assault Arisu and
ignoring her in general. Well, it looked like she was a little bricked up. Whatever the reverse of bricked up is for women. She was bricked up. Aguni ignores her because the age difference probably. I don't know how much older Aguni is than you, but he looks 30. Motherfucker, you look 30.
Well, she's like a high schooler.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long they've been in there at this point, but she was in high school. She might be 19 now.
But do people even age, bro? In that? It's like a false reality, bro.
Chill out, all right?
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
But I was just like, why are you gonna rape poor Arizu? Like, he didn't ask for none of this, bro. He's just trying to be loyal to Usagi on the high. And you're trying to, who's prettier, me or her? And he's like, her?
That's my dog.
I'm like, that's a dog.
That's a beast.
I was like, that's my guy Arizu. He don't fold. Even though they're beefy, he won't fold. And then, like, she was trying to bait him into looking at her back. Like, bitch, you did that on purpose. Cut it out. Trying to be like, are you awake? Are you looking? Like, dude, come on now. What you mean by that?
Pick me.
Yeah, for real, bro. Super pick me vibes. And it was just like, she said, don't act like you don't want her or something, or you want it. I was like, madam, cut it out.
No.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh, also, they do this weird, quick, like, introduction of this girl and kid with Usagi, only for the girl to disappear. Did I miss something?
Dude, where'd she go, bro? I understand
did
the
her
kids.
visa expire? Did she just dump the kid on Usagi, or
I don't remember, to be honest. Maybe, but I do remember the kid. His visa was ending, and that's why they had to bring him to the game.
Yeah, the girl said he hasn't played a game. His visa's getting low, and then we don't see the girl again.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I was
like legit. I was trying to look. I scanned back. I was like, do they say what happened to her?
No,
or is she just gone and like the kid's just with Usagi now?
Well, yes, she was like, "Hey, I found this kid. Now it's your problem."
Is that what happened? And
that's basically what it turned into.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I don't know, man. That was insane. I did say though, I wrote this down specifically. The music for the tag game was incredible.
That was cool.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just hit my ears. I was like, that sounds lit. Like, that's great. I really enjoyed the tag game music. The tag game itself could have been a little bit better. I don't know. It was less of like the actual tagging and more politicking with the players.
Yes.
Which, you know how I feel about politics in my shows.
Yeah.
You have to do it really good for me to like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, guys, we can win if we team up together. We can all leave. The only person who will suffer is her. And I was like, what? Are you serious? I didn't think about this.
Talk about that speech at the beginning of episode 6. That was rough.
Sure.
I'm just really confused on the game plan. So, all right, deal with me here. So, you got, what was it, 18 against 4? 16 against 4?
Yes.
Okay, 16 against 4. So you take your team, right, and you're like, hey, last round, like it's our round to tag people. Like last round, let's just get tagged by blue and win no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so no matter if you're orange the whole game, like now it's 18-2, whatever it might be. Just tag each other at the last round, and boom, you're all blue and get fucked. Like I don't know, man.
You still gotta catch the queen though.
No, you don't have to. You can't turn.
You don't have to. It's whoever had more points at the end.
The king, whatever. The king couldn't be turned. So the queen of hearts was the king on her team. And then the kid was literally just.
Yeah, it was literally just who had more points at the end of 16 rounds, who had more people, and the other team dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So I don't understand on the game plan there of like, oh, let's just all just run around, fuck everybody, like doesn't matter. I
guess it was just I don't have to fight for a visa anymore. I can just chill here, kind of thing. I guess, but
I mean, I guess, but like at the same time, like I don't know, you would at a point in the last round when the tables turn and you're losing, like you're wanting to get tagged, right?
Oh yeah.
So like I don't know why people are still running away at that point. I'm like, well, now you're just trying to lose.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me for sure. That game, like I said, that game in general had some awkward issues in building to it, especially because I could have seen basketball or dodgeball instead.
I know, dude.
And then let's not forget, Arisu and Usagi just leave the kid with a group of like 17 other people.
Hey, hey, this dude's getting puff past to every fucking adult around there. It's like, all right, kid, new group, bye.
It's true. Yeah.
Fuck yourself. They didn't want to do a Sword Art Online with the kid and Rizu and Usagi.
True.
They didn't want him to have like a little family dynamic going on.
Hell no, we don't do that here.
I forget. Some characters are playing house at some point in this show. I forget when. I think Usagi and Arizu are playing house. I have to check my notes.
I felt like they were as well. I don't remember.
I wrote down I love when characters play house with each other in TV shows.
It wasn't when they were in the hot spring, was it?
No, that was not what I meant. It was like something where like they're doing like mundane everyday tasks in Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, when they were doing the little hunting bit.
Yes, that was what it was. Yes, it was the hunting bit. Yeah, it was that. I was like, oh, you guys are doing the Sword Art Online, huh?
Can we talk about
yes,
the elephants that appeared out of nowhere?
So yeah, that scene was cool because it's like, hey, nature still lives, and I mean, there's something very similar in a couple different post-apocalyptic things I've seen. Specifically, I'm thinking of The Last of Us. There's a moment like that with like, oh, these animals got loose from the zoo. Look at them in the wild and majestically. So I was like, okay, I get it, but why are they underground? 2, why Arizu and Usagi have been together for like the entirety of the show's run, right?
Right.
It's gotta be a couple weeks at this way. It feels longer than weeks, because it's like at one point it made it seem like they were running around like in the wilderness for like weeks on end without each other.
Right. Yeah.
So it's gotta be a while. Why are they acting so sussy when they're seeing each other naked?
I don't know.
Like, I get it's like it's a manga, so they're doing like anime tropes, like, oh, main character, oh no, I can't look at you kind of shit. But
yeah,
bro,
it
y'all have been chilling, y'all have been living together, y'all have been fighting for each other. It's okay, bro. It's fine.
I don't know why Arisu didn't just come around the corner and be like, yo, what's up?
I mean, she told them to come over there though. Like, they just didn't realize what was happening till like they're like, oh my god, I'm naked. No, I'm naked. What?
It's just,
I don't know. I still like that scene though. I was happy when they finally kissed after 13 episodes.
Yeah, I feel like Kingdom Hearts music hit for me. They're like, duh. Like, I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about with Kingdom Hearts, it felt like Kingdom Hearts music hit when that happened. But sorry,
I like Arisu and I like Usagi, but neither of them are really my favorite characters in this show. And so I didn't really care about their relationship as a whole. So when they kissed, I was like, okay, well, they finally, like, let's get back to the games. That's what I'm here for at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I feel similarly about that, where like neither of them are my favorite, but I think they're both strong main characters. If that makes sense.
I disagree. I think Arizu's pretty bland.
Yeah,
he's just really smart.
Usagi's really like physically dominant. I don't think she's the most mentally greatest character either. I think physically she's probably one of the better characters in the show, though.
It's tough because they're getting dominated by people of their gender that are just better characters. Like,
right.
Arizu's getting beat out by Chisuyu or whatever.
Chishiya.
Big man.
Shifu.
Yeah, big chief.
Shifu.
That's my dog, Big Chief. And then fucking Usagi's getting beat out by Dreadhead and An, in my opinion. And so it's tough for them to both like win you over as characters. Especially when they get individual time, they don't really flesh them out. They just build with each other. Like, it's more relationship building rather than building each individual character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the one time when she was like, I don't want to go back. And he was like, what?
I mean, my thing, like, yes, I wanted to go back to the games and less of the bullshit around it. If only I knew what was going to come, I would have said, no, I'll keep the bullshit.
Dude, oh my gosh.
My favorite part, the start of episode 7, was when An and the Dreadhead girl did the Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger meme. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
No,
the big ripped arms, like the hands together. You see it all the time on the internet. It'll be like, it's the white arm and the black arm, and they're both muscular. They're holding each other on. It'll be like the Bloods, the Crips, fighting the police in the middle, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they did that meme, and I was like, bro, that's hilarious. That made me get a good chuckle. And then we just went into a downward spiral with finding out there's only 2 games left, which was Queen of Hearts and King of Spades.
I've never seen a bigger drop off in the last couple episodes. For me, dude, I was actually like pissed.
No, I was,
like, to be honest,
angry.
I was very pissed off. I knew it was over for my boy Chishiya when Usagi did not have a bullet in her. She's still standing. I was like, oh, well, there's somebody behind her that took that. So,
and that was the second time he got shot.
I know.
I was like, bro, come on.
Not to mention,
but don't worry.
Why is Niragi still alive?
Dude, it don't make sense.
He's been coughing up blood for 14 episodes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then they did that weird thing where the other dude was like, kill me. And he's like, you messed up your own suicide. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, huh?
He was like, ha ha ha. Oh my god, bro. I was just like, what the fuck? This whole 7, it was number one
bananas.
bullshit.
I was so excited.
Number one bullshit.
I was so excited for
agreed.
Chishiya
so
to meet back up with them. For all of them to be reunited. I was like, let's go. This is going to be lit.
Dead. And then they all get together and they're like, where's the dog? Where's my dog Big Chief at? Oh, he coming. He's on his way.
He's fine. He's fine. Don't
you
worry about
could just
him.
straight up tell him he got shot. Like, why you have to lie
dead.
about
like,
it?
He's literally dying behind that car.
He's bleeding out over there.
Well, the thing is, bro, even to get to that spot where all the characters met up, bro, fucking the King of Spades had the Stormtrooper aim, bro. Oh my god, dude!
Until
I
he
swear to God,
Until he did.
Shit, bro. I have a lot of bad takes in this episode. Don't you just get ready. But dude, this dude has like a crazy ass DLC fucking AK-47, bro, and he's shooting up tires, dog, with people right in front of him. I'm like, dude, get your Stormtrooper head ass fucking out of here.
Nah, bro, it's because he had the one eye that was messed up. That's what it was.
I don't know what was up. I don't know if they lost money from season 1 to 2 or what. What was up with these iMovie ass bullets? They would hit the bullets. And I swear to God, it was iMovie effects from the ground.
Bro. You get the little explosion like on the
Yeah,
ground.
and it didn't even look like they tried to blend it into the environment. It looked like completely separate smoke coming off the ground. And I was like, that's how I knew it was a wrap for the season special effects. I was like, oh shit, they are not gonna do anything cool effects wise.
Bro, they just threw in the towel at that point.
Which is crazy because season 1, I feel like I'd never had any issue with the effects.
No, there was zero.
And I'm like, how do you go from that to like iMovie ass bullet effects? I was like, well, every time he showed up, I was like, here comes the iMovie gun.
I told you it's the DLC effect, bro.
He got the Call of Duty bullet like tracers or whatever from Modern Warfare 1.
He pack-a-punch that shit, bro.
Oh shit, the pack-a-punch. You got the Mustangs and Sally's going crazy.
So all the characters get together and they come up with a master plan, right? So they're like, hey, drugstore, like we're gonna blow this shit up.
Worst plan ever.
I'm over here thinking, there's fucking 7 of you. Like, why are we trying to blow? That's a terrible plan. I'm like, bro,
right?
Why are we going to try to blow up a drugstore? Like, just flank him, bro. And like, there's 7 of you. Just come up with something a little better. Yeah, that was a bad take. Because they tried later.
They did.
To do that.
Give
them
some credit.
How did that go?
Very, very bad. Very bad.
The entire squad died.
So Anne and fucking Katniss got fucking lit up. Katniss got fucking lit up.
She got 6 shots from like her belly button. From her belly button to her throat. She got like 6 shots.
I was like, okay, she can, because she got shot like once. I was like, okay, she can make it. And then she got sprayed with that, like, she got hit with the Gears of War finisher move to the fucking face. I'm like, oh, she's done.
That was wild.
Then I was like, okay, here comes Dreadhead. She got stabbed once. I was like, okay,
prison shanked.
Bro. You can eat one. And then she just said, sa, 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 sa. I was like, oh, no, she's done.
She caught the prison shake, dog. I was going bananas, bro. I'm like, this is ridiculous right now.
And then On got just like, pop out, just like a couple shots right in her face. Like, bro, what?
I was like, she's done. And then a Goonie gets up and he uses the rage from Katniss to start trying to win. He did pretty well for about 37 seconds. And then they both try to draw guns on each other and he gets hit in the damn head. I'm like, okay, he's dead.
He better not be crawling around, bro, like these other motherfuckers.
Like, okay, everyone's done here. And then Arizu finally comes out of the damn fucking drugstore. He's like, yo, oh. He's like, guys, I'm ready. Oh, shit.
No.
And then he pops shots at him, and the dude could have killed Arizu 3 times over with the aim we've seen him execute on these people.
That's what I'm saying.
And for some reason, he just let Arizu chill.
Not to mention,
and then he runs to the drugstore, and then a Goonie follows him. He's like, "Yo, I'm alive somehow."
Can we talk
somehow?
Can we talk about how also Usagi got stabbed in the leg like 6 times?
Yeah,
cut off
her
both
ACLs
of her.
should be melted.
That's what I'm saying. Her legs are done. She can't stand. She can't walk. Her muscles severed. Everything in between. It's ridiculous.
Derrick Rose was on the phone with doctors talking about, who is this? How do I get her ACLs? I need those. Because she had double knives to the knees, bro. Just straight to the knees. And she was walking it off.
Carson Wentz had to turn this off when it came on.
He said, man, this is bullshit.
He went,
man, why are some people blessed? Oh my god.
So yeah, after Agony fucking clutched. Like usual, maybe. I don't know.
And then I was like, okay, he gotta be dead now. And then he's alive still.
Okay.
And then they show fucking Katniss crawling around,
all of
bro.
them live.
Hold on. This is my issue, right? So they blew up the store, right? The bomb was in between Aguri and Arisu and the king of spades or whatever, right? And those two dudes, they got just ejected from the area straight into the ground. I'm like, okay, they shouldn't be alive. Of course they're alive. And then the king, for some reason, went the same direction as them. Even though the bomb was supposed to take him the other way. Like, what is happening? And then, yes, bro, Katniss was crawling around on the ground, still alive with 18
Not only was she
bullets
crawling,
in her.
she crawled all the way from the alley
know.
a Goody who was way further than the alley.
He was on the opposite side of the store,
How did
bro.
she know he was there? How did she make it there? How are you not dead? You got sprayed with the AK point blank up the chest.
15 AK bullets and she's a fucking Call of Duty zombie crawler, bro.
Kuina.
Bro, she was one of them round 200 zombies that take like the whole magazine to drop.
Obviously.
Kuina's still alive and she's like, On. And On is the only one who actually just died from like
I don't even think
one
she
shot.
died because I think they showed her at the end.
No, she died from like one shot to the chest.
I still don't think she died because I feel like I saw her at the end.
No, she was there at the end, but Kuina was like trying to talk to her and she just wasn't responding because she was the only one who actually was dead.
Or I think she just passed out, to be real with you.
Nobody dies in the show, bro.
No, none of those characters right there died because all those dudes ate them shits and were like still tanking, bro.
See, I wrote too. I was like, I turned real fucking critical once they killed my boy Chishuya, bro.
That's a
like like honestly, it might be because of that I was so critical of this episode, but it was also dog shit. So who knows? But I'm like, dude, I'm a D1 hater now. Like I was a D1 Skip Bayless-esque hater.
I wasn't that attached to fucking Chisuya, and I liked him a lot, but I was like, no, this is a bullshit. So it wasn't that. It was just some bullshit was going on episode 7.
Bro, oh my god. Like, and then they tried to bullshit more 8, bro.
Bro, 8?
Oh my god. They really doubled up on the BS.
They doubled hard.
I was like, all right. Croquet, whatever. She gonna try and kill him. No big... I was like, the shooter's gonna come upstairs. They gonna just fire and squad these dudes. It's over. No big deal. It was so much worse.
I wrote, she's like, okay, this was all VR. I said, if this is all VR, 2 out of 10.
I literally, bro, because this is what Tristan said last season. Like, oh, this is all VR. I was like, wow. I wrote down, I was like, damn, I owe Tristan an apology. And then I was like, nope. That game was, even the show was like, that'd be fucking stupid. I was like, okay, that's a little bit funny. I gotta laugh. I laughed a little bit.
Bro.
The next one, the whole like, oh, you're just in shock because your friends died. Didn't fucking like it, but it made sense.
It also went on way too long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, it did. But I get the significance of it. So with the original Alice in Wonderland, like showing how hard it is for like children to concept the ideas or like of an adult world, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Alice was in a dream the whole time in that movie. Blah blah blah.
I didn't watch it, so thank you for that plot summary.
No, I got you, bro. But like in this, it's Arisu like struggling to concept the idea of his friends dying, I guess, and then the Queen of Hearts is like obviously symbolizing the therapist, which is the queen in like the dream of Alice in that movie. Blah blah blah. But it didn't make sense, and I'm glad they didn't go with it because like they built up the characters so much, and it would have been meaningless games, and I don't know, man. It wouldn't have made sense if they did that.
Even with the VR, like I was kind of upset for her to be like, this is all a simulation. And I'm like, but okay.
I wasn't happy with either of those, to be honest, because again, the inconsequentialness of everything would have kind of triggered me.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing with like the whole therapist route is like it's essentially the whole and then I woke up plot line.
Well, see,
exactly.
You know what? My thought was Shutter Island. They did the Shutter Island gimmick. I was like, are they really doing the Shutter Island gimmick right now, where it just won't matter in the end, and he's gonna be exactly the same way? And then it got worse.
They didn't do any of that.
It got worse though.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I think this was so much worse. I'm pissed.
Did you get what they were going for, or did you just say it's worse because?
You know, there's a good chance that it went over my head, but I'm pissed at what they did in the end.
Okay, so we end up talking. So the Queen of Hearts, she was like the main villain in Alice in Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of remember that because my only exposure to Alice in Wonderland is Kingdom Hearts, so it's very little. I just remember that lady was like ugly as shit in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked up the lore.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. You didn't watch it either. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think I have, to be honest.
It's not a good one. It's freaky, and it's
probably better like thematically than it is as a watch.
I watched the recreation one.
With
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
that's my dog. There was a game called Alice Return to Madness. I heard that was pretty fire.
I heard of that one.
Yeah, I never played it though. It came on like on 360. Good times. But so the way they ended up going with it, I did like, because I've had this concept in my head before, which again, I don't know if you guys got what they were going for with the whole thing of basically what they went through is that everyone in the games was someone who was impacted by like that meteor strike at in Japan, and they all went to critical condition.
Yeah.
The people who lived the game in, the Borderlands and won it all came back to life in the real world. Mm-hmm. So this entire game was to earn your right back into the living world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, no, it makes sense. Yeah.
Conceptually, I've thought about this before. And I'm like, that's a cool concept to me. And I like that personally. Now,
like the whole dying and then having to fight for your right to not die?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. To me, that's a super dope concept. Like, I have to fight. You're dying, right? Like, here's a chance at life. I actually have this written down somewhere for a different story of mine. But I like the concept of you dying and you getting a shot to come back. But I like this one because you have to earn it. Like, you have to go through all these fucked up things and you get it. Arizu earned it, Usagi earned it, and then somehow the people who were laid on the ground with bullets all through them earned their life back. I mean, sure, dude.
I mean, Arrow Girl definitely deserved it. I mean, the shit that she lost her leg, and, she definitely fought her way to at least earn it. But, I mean, you think of all the dudes that, like, didn't even participate in the last few games, like all just the NPCs, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, they were just chilling, watching the blimps get taken down.
Hey. They kept their visas up.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying that fucking they got did they earn it? They
earned it in the fact that they kept their visas up, because like the whole that's why I think the visas were good, because it was like, all right, you kept your visa around, you made it to the end, you're good to go.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Everybody on the ground really did deserve it. Like, even though they were crawling around for about 10 hours bleeding out, fucking bullets in your chest. I don't.
Yeah.
Dude, I have another note in this. Why are you still fucking breathing?
Yeah, man. I like the concept. I think I was kind of frustrated because of some of the way the games ended kind of soured me, and then the ending kind of soured me more. I was worried for a little bit that a lot of characters are going to come back, but then I didn't realize that they did like a rewind to like the beginning of the series and then led up to the meteor and then after meteor, So you saw who lived. Because, Chisuya did live. Mm-hmm. Because he was in the hospital with his heart woke up with the Rizu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he got shot, but he didn't die at the end there.
Oh, yeah. As long as you're still breathing at the end of the round, bro, you get put into the next one.
And Niragi.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, right. Because he was right next to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That dude's a beast, bro. He can't die.
No, he literally cannot die.
The main reason that I'm upset by this is because it felt like they gave up and just retconned everything. Like, I don't think they set it up. They didn't do anything to set up that as their ending, where it was all of them were on the verge of death, and then they fought back from it. Because then it's like, okay, well, so this was all from Arisu's point of view, which is why we get, with him and Usagi, like, have we met before? Because he's like, I feel like I know her, but nobody else seems to recognize anyone, even though you just went through this whole stuff where you met these people, got to know these people somewhat, but now you don't know anything.
Because they didn't actually go through the games. Like they did go through this was some sort of fucked up purgatory they went to, right? Like, that's what it's called, the Borderland.
Absolutely.
Like, if you really start thinking about it, it does make sense. It's called Alice in Borderland. This is the Borderland between life and death.
Right.
That's where they were at. So they did set it up, but they didn't set it up to the point where they were dropping hints of what it could be throughout the entire series.
Well, so then, but my question becomes, because if this is all from Arisu's point of view and he met all these people, does that mean that it was just completely different for everyone else, or was that from everyone's point of view? Is the idea that was everyone's point of view? Everyone went to the same place, basically.
Yes.
That
but
one.
nobody remembers anything.
No, because they were in purgatory.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey man, if I've learned anything from people going to purgatory, Dean and Sam told me
don't
supernatural it,
that you can remember it.
No.
No.
But like that makes sense why they didn't remember it. And then like they did kind of deja vu, because even Shisuya says something like, "Oh, coincidence, huh? Like, hey, both our heart stops and we came back at the same time, huh?" And so like they do kind of remember, but they don't know what happened. Like they know that something happened, but they don't know what happened. And Arizu, there is something suggested why Arizu kind of remembers more than everyone else.
Because he was the one that beat the last game.
Well, you know that last scene in the show, like the very last
Joker?
scene? Yeah, he's the Joker.
Yeah, I could see it.
That's what I assumed by that, because the Joker was the only card left standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's the Joker. He's the wild card. He's the one they didn't expect. So that's why he is that, and that's why he kind of remembers what happened and shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that's why I think that like that was like the significance of the Joker. Some people, I went on the Reddit for Alice in Borderland because I wanted to see some other people's reactions to it.
Yep.
I saw the TV show watchers and the manga readers, because this is a manga originally.
Right.
TV show people were like, "This is bullshit. What the fuck? The last 2 episodes were stupid."
Yeah.
Just because. Well, no, everyone said the last episode 7 was fucking dumb.
Oh, like, yeah.
And then episode 8 was all right, depending on how you like the ending. So some people really, really liked how it ended, and some people didn't. I liked the mental games. I liked what they decided to do with it. I enjoyed it.
I think
some people did.
It was better than the other 2 bullshit things that they threw out. So I'm at a, I don't know.
It is
okay
better than the other things that they threw out. I still don't like it.
And then I went to the manga reader. Manga reader said episode 7's a load of bullshit. That's all TV show original stuff that happened in 7.
Of course.
That whole gun scene, like they said, like that was not in the manga. That they made that for some weird reason. Don't know why.
Because the writers like, let's try our hand at this.
Yeah, because like
we can't do it.
The little bit I read, people said that 95% of the first season was all accurate to the manga, and then the second season after episode like 3 or 4 just did whatever the fuck it wanted to. Which is like, why would you do that? Like, you have a base, just utilize the base and you'd be fine.
Agreed.
But from what I understand is that it was a budgeting thing, because they said a lot of like natural disasters start happening in the manga around this part, and we already saw how their effects budget was with the iMovie ass bullets.
True.
So they couldn't do all that. They're like, fuck it, gun, murder everyone. It just, oh man, I don't know, because the episode 7 really like fucked the entire show, dude.
It did.
I agree.
It was just a load of bullshit. Like, everyone got hit with multiple bullets and stabs and knives and grenades and explosions. They're just like, we're good. It's like, okay.
What's wild, dude, is like I said, I was very much enjoying this, especially through 4 up until 6 at least, because I mean that's when the whole like evenness, like acid to the head brain was going on.
I thought I legit at that point with you, I was like, this is better than season 1.
Oh,
yes,
agreed.
I was like, I don't know what it is. I was like, this just feels better than season 1, and then it wasn't.
Absolutely. The whole season, I'm like, dude, this is genuinely like a 9 out of 10. Like, this is really, really good. And I was talking to somebody at work about it, and she had already watched the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm watching season 2 right now. I'm through episode 6. She's like, wait till 7. It's crazy. And I'm like, okay.
Was it like positive crazy or crazy?
No,
really?
Positive. Yeah. And I'm like, all right. So I watch it, and I come back the next day. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, you're joking, right? She's like, isn't it insane? I was like, yeah, not in a good way, though. Like, I was like, it was insane. That's for sure.
Man, I've never seen a show get sniped so hard by one episode before.
I haven't either. This was something.
Especially because Chisuya, he was going hard in the paint.
See, like, his backstory was good, too.
He was a doctor and everything.
By far
like
the best
that.
character.
Oh no, easily. Him and Kyoma were like dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those 2 guys, you might see them at the end of the year. Like, those are dogs, Depending on how strong the rest of the year is, you might see them in the top 25 again.
Kyoma may or may not have done enough, honestly.
Nah, bro, he was a dog for me.
No, he was a dog, but I just, he was there for 2 episodes. Through 2-3 episodes.
Those were some of the most important 2 episodes. He gave Alice a whole entire speech, bro. He was like, hey, man, you're not me. Don't be me. Be you. You a dog. I'm like, yeah.
That speech was good,
that
bro.
That was a beast. But just episode 7, and then if you enjoyed the way they set up 8, it was just like, what the fuck? This is getting goofy. I like the mental angle. I like her mentally attacking the fuck out of Arizu. What I didn't like was, why the fuck did Usagi slit her wrist for? Like,
yeah, dude.
I was like, why did you do that? It's not even like her doing that like helped him. Like, she did that. He was like, eh. Then anyways, he was like, I guess not. I won't take the pill. Like, that was it. I was like, you didn't even affect his decision.
No.
Stupid shit. Like, I don't know. It was goofy.
They botched it.
The show was so good.
They botched it completely. And honestly, the ending made me worried that they're going to try and do a season 3.
That's what a lot of people are thinking with the Joker.
I hope not.
And from what I read, the manga people were like, it's over. Like, the manga people were like, no, it ends there in the manga. However, that Joker scene, with the way they did the Joker scene, was not in the manga. It
sets it up. It sets it
and
up.
And that they said they think that's Netflix putting seeds in for a season 3. And I'm like, oh. Fuck.
No.
And what's wild, bro, is when they start going away from the manga, obviously the writing starts getting absolutely dog shit.
Terrible.
So that season 3 will hit hard, I'm sure.
It makes me want to read the manga. Like, this actually makes me like, I want to check out the manga to see like where things went wrong.
Yeah,
for real.
I heard the manga's not very long, so it's like 100 chapters, which is not.
Oh,
bad
that's not
at
bad at all.
No. So I might check it out at some point and read it. But fuck, dude. And they got they have very pretty manga volumes of that. Free advertisement.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Each it's hardcover, right? And each book is a different like card.
Oh,
that's dope. That's so dope.
Yeah, so I might buy those just to have them, and then I might read them as well.
Sick,
yeah, that's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start us off with the ratings this week because I don't want to get influenced. I thought it was really, really good up until a few tragic things, so I'm gonna try to give it a fair score instead of my pissed off score. So it gets a 6.
All right.
That was the number I grabbed because I was like, this is, even through the bullshit, it's still above average. However, I think the really strong moments were super good, and I think it deserves at least a 6.5. Like, it's that quality to me.
So, for through this season, I was like, oh, this is pretty good, and I was like, this right now, this is like an 8. That's what I was looking at, and then the last 2 episodes happened, and I just can't, like, it brought it, I don't want to do it based on just that, but, like, it brought it down that much for me. That's how bad that was to me, and especially because I didn't like the way they ended it. For me, it's also a 6.
Yeah, man, like that, to me, like, I know you said 8, it was higher than an 8 for me at some points.
I said earlier 9, dude. It was a 9.
It was about that high for me, and then it fell hard, and I was very hurt by it. So, Alice in Borderlands fans, I'm sorry. I think everyone can agree, though, episode 7 might be one of the worst episodes in television history.
Except for Eli's coworker.
Yeah, obviously.
That lady's crazy. So I don't know, but